2 heats down, 3 to go. Gypsy journalist Jake Bauer's mission to unearth a traveller with talent is well underway.
Scarlet Lee.
So proud.
Jake's not alone on his quest. He's assisted by former pop star and model Jentina Chapman and professional dancer Roisin Mullins to help judge Gypsy Gems.
I was listening to a backing track going du 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 du.
The last heat was not without hitches.
It's been torture. I don't even know where I am on this.
The numbers were low. Only 7 acts turned up to perform. But luckily, the Doyle family swelled the ranks, producing an abundance of travelling talent.
The Doyle sisters. The Doyle brothers.
This week, Jake's brought the contest to London.
So what are my Father's Day presents then, girls?
Not only is he in the capital, he's also secured a spectacular setting, the prestigious home of arts and entertainment, the Southbank Centre. Travellers from all over the southeast will be arriving today, and Jake's already signed up over 20 acts. Many are Gypsy Girls hoping to shine outside of their trailers, caravans and homes. Taking up the reins and breaking tradition is English gypsy Georgina Chapman.
Singing is really important to me. I can't stay home forever.
Irish traveller Josie Doherty.
Don't just get married and have children there and look after them. I want good in my life, you know what I mean? Not just because I'm a traveller, I don't have to sit at home.
And Polish Roma sisters Miriam Chereya and her beatboxing sister Cindy from East London. The Southbank is usually home to the London Philharmonic Orchestra, but today Jake Bowers and his eclectic ensemble are taking up residence. Travellers have hit the big time.
Well, I just think we just need to make it, because obviously we've got to get out by 6.
Yeah.
We've got
Helping Jake keep today's proceedings on track is the Southbank's event manager, Julie Flavel. Julie's handled hundreds of cultural events, but never a gypsy knees up.
This is a gypsy talent contest. There's going to be a certain element of chaos.
First to arrive and get in some early practice is a Romanian dance band, warming up with a slap-bang wallop of a workout. This could be a knockout heat, as the southeast is home both to the biggest gypsy population and the largest Roma community in the country. It's shaping up to be the busiest heat in the competition, and squeezing all of today's eclectic acts into a 3-hour slot will be a close shave.
A bit of shave. 2 days on the road, looking a bit rough. I've got to fit 25 acts into 3 hours with bands whose instruments I don't know what they are, languages I don't speak. Slovak, Romanian and Romany. All before 6 o'clock when somebody, I think it's Ray Davis or somebody, is performing next door. I'm going to have to be the ringmaster of a circus with no safety net.
But he's got no chance of taming these 2 dedicated followers of fashion.
You look sort of very Hollywood today, Roisin.
Judges Romany Roisin Mullins, a professional Irish dancer, and former gypsy pop star Jentina Chapman.
Jentina last night in a hotel, wedding crashed, an Indian wedding.
I told him that she was the cousin. And he said, oh, come in, drink plenty. So he was there till 1 o'clock this morning drinking whiskey with the Indians.
They were doing the conga. They were practising Indian dancing. She said to Roisin, this is how you do Indian dancing. Screw in a light bulb and polish the top.
I drank 2 glasses of whiskey straight, right, because they gave it to me. And I had an allergic reaction and my lip came like that and my eye went out like that and Roisin was laughing her arse off and my face was falling to bits. Oh, she thought it was brilliant.
They're living the dream, aren't they? They're living the rock and roll lifestyle.
Oh, I'm obsessed with my looks, right, and I have welts on my face. I weren't happy.
Had a shave, bring it on.
Last time at Derby, the judges were in conflict.
Well, I've got a bit of a tie.
I don't particularly value the opinion of a local politician.
The boy band, really.
Jentina and Roisin clashed over the acts going through to the final.
I told her, right, not to go with that humpy-dumpy band shit, right? Go for someone with true talent.
I definitely got all the people that I wanted to go through, so I'm very, very pleased. I know Jentina probably had some different ideas about who she would have put through.
I'm really, really upset because that was a crocker.
This week, they've got a new judge to pick on. Jake's invited folk singer Sam Lee to join them. Although not a gypsy, Sam spent years studying Romany culture, and as a professional singer, he knows what he's looking for.
There aren't any better singers in this world than the Gypsies and the Travellers. Once they've got the call to sing, you know, the power and guts that comes out, it's like they're giving you an insight into their own world, their own life, their own heart. And I think when a singer can communicate that, what they're really feeling, that's when I go, yeah, hey, you're good.
Put your arms round me.
I think what I will be shining the spotlight back on is this idea of the ancient culture of the Gypsies, what it was like to grow up being a community of singing and dancing on the roadside. I think I'm trying to put the sex back into folk song.
Sam might be talking Gentina's language. She's on the hunt for her own bit of talent.
I tried to find a husband last night at the Indian wedding, but it never happens. I chatted what was he? The groom.
Oh.
The groom, and he told me he was the groom. Never going to find anybody. I'm going to be on my own forever.
Oh no, I think the right man's going to come along during the course of this contest. Maybe our new judge. We have a new judge, Sam, today. And
I already told you he looks like James Blunt. No thanks.
Dropped out so far.
I'm a 30-year-old folk singing enthusiast of some fairly esoteric aspects on life. And here are these two babes who are cool as anything, and I don't know if I'm going to stand up to them in coolness.
I like being bigger than you, Roisin.
I feel really short. I feel
you're a midget.
I'm sure we're gonna have some great fights over some of the performers. I can hold my own.
You do that folk music, don't you?
Yeah.
Someone said to me, I've got a music festival, do you want to go to it? Because I can't go. And I was like, oh, I love a music festival, I love them. Yeah. Right, so I was like, wicked. The music was folky dokey. It's called Folky Dokey, and it was a festival.
Familiar with Sam as a folk expert?
It was a two-day festival for folk music, and I wanted to strangle myself.
I'm going to show you. I'm just going to show you the judges area. Have you got?
Who's invited Gandhi? He's turned up in orange trousers and a pair of flip-flops.
They've got a real mouth on them, both of them, and they know what they like. So we're completely different. I think we're going to have a different take on it, but it'll be really fun battling out afterwards, I think.
One would-be gypsy star hoping to impress the duelling judges is 18-year-old Irish traveller Josie Doherty. Her family have settled in Romford, and she's an Essex girl at heart.
Just because you go in from a trader to a house, I'm still a travelling girl, you know what I mean? You can take a traveller girl out of his trailer, but she'll still be travelling. Come up and pick out something. This one.
Josie's determined to dress to impress for the competition and has enrolled the advice of her two younger sisters.
Them shoes and kind of purple shoes. She's got boxes and boxes of shoes. Even the next room, she's boxes and boxes of shoes everywhere. And she's this shopaholic, basically. She's forever buying clothes.
That trendy look is more me,
Yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
more you, yeah.
Because I'm not really a diamante look.
More like Essex look.
I live in Essex, you know what I mean? I think when you look at the Essex and you know the way they dress, I think it's the best way because they're all high hairdos where I love. Just look her.
Yeah, I think that suits you, Josie, because it goes with your skin tone and goes with your black curly hair.
Less is more, really, isn't it? So just get on the Essex. I think it's the good way to be living, you know what I mean? The more into fashion dressing, I love it. That could go with it because it's red and I could wear gold earrings with it then. See on the day, can't we? In our culture as an Irish traveller,
Gypsy one?
you can get like tacky, kind of rough kind of ones. As you can get Edison and Gorgia people, you can get them really rough, can't you? You can get them tacky. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go by the weather and go how I feel. My family and my sisters know how to dress, not too much makeup.
Yeah, you can always like wear a nice red lipstick with that, couldn't you? I
have to.
When not talking hair and makeup, Josie's in charge of keeping the house clean, but her appearance is as important as her future.
Years ago, there wasn't much out there for travellers. There's no such thing as putting children into school. My mum did the best for me and for my family as well. Don't get me wrong, I don't have GCSEs like country people have and all that there. I want to go to college. I'm in college in September. I'm for hair and beauty course. I'm only 18, I'm only starting to begin, you know what I mean? So it's a good old start what I'm doing for a travelling girl. It's important to look the part, but the most important to me is how I perform and give my best on that day, to sing my best. Fingers crossed, God be with me on the day.
Back in London, Jake's got a problem.
Maria Montana is a maybe. She's somewhere around the corner.
On paper, he has agreements from 25 acts, but many just haven't turned up.
Go in. Is Sergio coming?
Jake might be facing another Derby disaster.
No show. What about the breakdancers from Southbank? No show. Oh, I've also got another person to go in. Put him where the breakdancers should have been. He's a gypsy man from Essex. He's deaf, but apparently he's an amazing dancer.
It looks like the Romanies have gone a-roaming, leaving Jake on the hard shoulder.
Is it for a band with instruments?
Has his heroic quest for a gypsy star come to a horrible halt in London? Promoter Jake Bowers has brought his search for a gypsy superstar to London's prestigious Southbank Centre. This is a fantastic opportunity to showcase gypsy culture in the centre of the nation's art establishment. But Jake may have bitten off more than he can chew. Very few travellers who promised to come have actually turned up.
I'll tell you one thing, it's going to be 100 times better than it was in Derby. This is the biggest cultural venue in Britain, with skills and people to match it. So the production of it will be 100 times better if only a couple of people turn up, so I'm not worried about that.
But backstage, today's judges, Romany girl and professional Irish dancer Roisin Mullins and ex-gypsy pop star Jentina Chapman are more concerned with doing what they do best, bickering.
God, I told you I can't do makeup. Look at me now. For God's sake, I look like I've been punched.
There is a fine line between being a stage performer and being a drag queen. You do have to be a little bit careful sometimes. You don't put too much
Has anybody
on.
called you a drag queen?
No, not yet. I mean, only you.
Is that your wig spray, Roisin?
No, it's not wig spray. It's hairspray, Jentina. Never tarty, but exciting, theatrical, colourful. It's a really nice tight skirt, but then it has a little frill, which
to
is
hide
unusual.
all the fat.
It's got to be classy, but not too classy, otherwise they don't
So
get
you want to look
excited.
like Cat Slater?
Yeah.
Classy.
As gypsy jealousies flare, Jake resorts to some comfort eating.
Look, gypsy man needs to have a bit of a belly. There's a thing called being a bar rom, which means a big gypsy.
Finally, with just an hour to go before the start of the performance, Jake gets a welcome call. Contestants are beginning to turn up, all at once.
I've got a car full of Romanian gypsy dancers trying to find a car parking space. Where's their car? If you pull in there, because I'm going to have to go back to the hall, but if you pull in there where the barrier is...
There's two people over here that've got cars. One's got a disabled badge, which I'm willing to go by. If I let everybody park...
Get a ticket, and we'll pay for the ticket. Yeah? I told as many people as possible to come by public transport.
OK.
But, you know, gypsies love cars. Gypsies and their motors. Just be thankful there's no horses.
I am very grateful there's no horses.
A lot of people have dropped out, but a lot of people have turned up. So we've ended up with 19 acts.
One man determined to get himself noticed today is Zafar Majid, Jake's main sponsor. He's put up a huge chunk of cash to help stage the contest. In return, Zafar has been promised he can advertise his mobile communications business at the events.
Basically just branding for our own company name, let them know that we're the official sponsors for the show. That's what it's all about at the end of the day, isn't it? This was an opportunity to get up to the next stage and get a lot more exposure.
But Zafar's marketing campaign is short-lived.
What's wrong with them?
Well, we can't have them in here.
Give me a perfect logical explanation.
Because this is a charity, Southbank Centre.
Okay.
And we can't be seen to be putting sponsorship banners up here.
Well, nobody's told me that.
We had a conversation and I said it might not be possible. It may not be possible. So I think, you know, in order not to cause any upset with the venue, what we're going to have to do is take it down and deal with it after the event. Zaffa, you know, this has been really, really difficult for me, and I wish I could have found a way through it.
Well, I think it's ridiculous.
The hire agreement says that you're not allowed to bring any extra banners, so I'm afraid we have to take them down.
Can I just say, we're in the middle of sound checking. We've got 40 minutes before people are due to go on. Can we please just take them down now, and by all means, have a go at me, take some of your money out, we can do whatever, and we will fix it. We will fix it. But if we spend any more money,
Jake, I don't want to hold you up. If you've got something else to do, you carry on.
Okay,
all
but
right.
could you next week? I'll come up to see you. Come up to see you in Birmingham, and we'll find a way through this. Okay, we'll find a way through it. Please, come on, look. I'll come up and see you, and I'll sort it out.
Can't say I'm happy about it, but okay.
Thank you very much.
Pathetic, honestly. Stupid. Whilst it's going to be an entertaining day, when we haven't come for entertainment, because there are some commercial considerations behind our visit. Well, I've got some money still on account which we haven't paid the Jake's company, so may give me some leverage to renegotiate. But it's bonkers, though, this policy. Absolute bonkers.
Communications have broken down and the mobile company for the mobile community has been moved on. But Jake's not hung up about it.
That's what I want. Lots of gypsies. Lots of gypsies.
No wonder Jake's looking pleased with himself. He's got a bevy of gypsy beauties wanting to strut their stuff today, including 18-year-old Georgina Chapman from Kent.
I've always been interested in animals since I've been a little girl. I think it's because I was with my dad so much. My dad was always with the horses and always with the dogs, and I would just go hunting with him when I was little, because I was a bit of a boy. And now I've just always been with horses. My grandfather's always with the horses and that, and I used to go to the horse fairs and things. And then after horse fairs, we'd go back to the pub and then it'd go back to the singing again. Most of us can't read and write, like, and I think Travellers just like to entertain people, and it's just, we want to do it now, we want to show off what we can do. When you're at home all day and you finish the cleaning, there's not really much to do, and I'm always with the animals, really. Singing is really important to me. I want to make a go of it. I left school after primary school, I think I was 12 or 13. That's enough for you, Sammy boy. I didn't want to go to secondary school because sometimes you pick up the wrong crowd, and I think everybody picks up habits when they mix with wrong people, but I'm better now I've had homeschooling because you learn more while you're on your own, I suppose.
Georgina's story is common amongst gypsy children, usually taken out of mainstream school by the age of 12 and taught at home under local authority supervision. Parental fear of cultural dilution and discrimination, coupled with conservative values, means sons are soon on the road in the family business and daughters stay home, following in their mother's footsteps.
Travelling girls don't really get much of freedom as boys do, like we've got to be back at a certain time and we're allowed to go certain places that we're not allowed to go, and I think getting married thinks that they're going to be free, but they're not, because at the end of the day you've still got to look after a man and you'll have children and cleaning, and I can't be doing with that. I can clean everything, I will do it, but I think it's just, most people just want to get married to get away, but I don't want to, that's not an excuse.
Georgina's one of a growing number of young gypsy girls eager to get more from life. She hopes singing is her passport to greater independence.
Singing makes you feel a bit better, I suppose, because at the end of the day you're always at home doing the same routine every day, but you can sing a song about anything and you can be anywhere when you're singing the song.
The older women in Georgina's family are fully behind her ambitions, including Gran Susie.
I think the singing's wonderful. So wonderful and so exciting. I'm thrilled to death over it.
Always dusty. It's something that I've always been able to do, and I really just want to continue with it and make a living from it, really, instead of sitting home being an housewife or babysitting or cleaning or scrubbing. And it's something I want to do with my life.
Back at the Southbank Centre, things are hotting up. Promoter Jake Bowers is having a difficult day.
These are the people that you have to impress.
His sponsors were sent packing and several acts have pulled out. But thanks to a last-minute entry from local Eastern European gypsies, Jake has a show. Trouble is, the fresh Roma contingent has thrown up an unforeseen problem: timing. Now Jake's got too many acts to squeeze in.
If he isn't out by 6 o'clock, we'll just have to gauge it, but we'll have to stop the event.
If we don't get out in time, I get fined. I've got a wobbly sponsor, so I don't even know whether I'm going to be paying this out of my own pocket at the end of the day. So we might end up with a great event, but I might end up bankrupt. But at least we've had a good time.
Jake's hoping to distract Julie's timekeeping by opening the show with a late wildcard. But maybe it's a twist too far.
This is the Muntenayu. I can't even pronounce it, but they're wonderful people. So please, put your hands together for Anton and his family.
From Bucharest to Battersea, it's a right old Romanian knees-up.
Now, one thing you can tell about a genuine gypsy man is by the size of his hat.
The Muntenayu clan only got word of the competition this morning, while they were out busking on a nearby street. There, they had slightly more room to manoeuvre.
I've just put, oh my God.
Next, from the surreal to the genteel, it's Irish traveller Josie Doherty's turn to take centre stage.
I decided to enter Travellers Got Talent and to show other travellers, you know what I mean, at my age, don't be ashamed of yourself. Dear traveller, be proud, you know what I mean? There's a lot more to a traveller than sitting at home, cleaning, looking after children. There's a lot of talent in travellers and you just don't know it. It's definitely an ambition of mine to be a singer. I want the chance to just give me that opportunity. I want to be proud of myself too, for when I get married in years to come and for my children to look, oh, my mum was a singer, you know, and she's a travelling girl. 'Tis you must go, and I must die.
Today's heat is turning into a battle of the babes. But who's going to make it through to the final?
It kind of got more courage when I was singing into it, and then obviously I thought I was doing good. I did my best, so hopefully judges will like me.
Gypsies from all over the UK and Europe have hit the capital to showcase their talent. Jake's search for a traveller superstar is well underway.
And they kiss so sweet and comforting.
London is already proving to be a wildly diverse affair with no shortage of talent to titillate the judges.
I mean, he's very handsome, isn't he? 10 marks for that.
And one or two rather passionate performances.
Look at that jacket.
I don't like it, I think shit.
Having said that,
It's like pissed up dancing, isn't it? I do that when I'm gas.
It's brilliant. I think it's brilliant. It's just, I don't think it's performance.
it's like watching someone's private session.
Yeah, exactly. I feel a little bit like I'm being a bit, we're all being a bit voyeuristic. He's such a stallion though, isn't he? He's gorgeous as well.
I don't find it entertaining at all. There we go.
Because it's not choreographed.
After that performance, everyone needs a breather. Time to reflect on the show so far.
Good first half, good first half. A great mix, lots of Roma, lots of dancing, lots of big families.
As judges, we're sitting there and there's so many acts already. and we've only seen a tiny amount that we're already desperate to put through, so it's going to be a hard decision today.
Jake's still fretting about fitting all the remaining performers into the second half of the bill. The girls' only worry is how to get their faces into the tabloids. Outside, Sam's got a fan club all of his own. On with the show.
Down in the valley.
Next up, local gypsy crooner Johnny Gregory.
Put your arms round me.
Johnny's been singing since he was a little boy and was inspired by one family member who's already hit the showbiz bullseye.
The wind blow.
My uncle, he sang at Lakeside, where they play the World Championship darts. He topped the bill.
Angels in heaven.
Instead of with Gypsy, instead of the fighting part, we got the singing part of it. So, and I'd rather have it like that.
Hear the wind blow.
From one peaceful gypsy to a riotous performance, courtesy of a posse of Eastern European Roma.
The gypsies Hungarian dance, traditional dance.
All that practicing seems to have paid off.
Wicked.
Dancer Rasheen's delighted. And the slaps tickling Jentina.
Oh my God, I love that. I'm going to learn that later.
I want to invite up to the stage now the Chiraya family. So we're now moving from Romania to Poland via East London.
13 years ago, 3 generations of the Chirayas left Poland and moved to the UK. The family clings to their gypsy traditions, but the girls have soaked up the culture of East London.
So my name is Cindy. I'm 16 years old. I really like singing and I also beatbox. And my name is Miriam. I'm 14 years old. I entered Travellers Got Talent because I have hope that I might win it.
The girls will be going head-to-head in the competition, but brother Ben will be accompanying them both.
Maybe the only positive thing that you know a Roma person by is playing music and playing it well. This is positive and it's showing the Roma people in a positive way.
If there's music, everyone can join in and it makes a family bond stronger.
The Chiraya men are professional musicians. Ben and his father play together in gypsy band the Romany Diamonds.
You know, we have a big family. It's like a big gypsy, not wedding, but it's a big gypsy
family.
Big gypsy family, basically. Big fat gypsy family.
Dad, Marech, was one of the judges at Epsom.
My dad's always trying to get them to sing traditional gypsy music, but they like the modern stuff. R&B, which is nice, obviously it's beautiful, but I think they need to stick more with the roots.
Traditional music is something that we should listen to, but it's something that we probably don't want to listen to because for me it's kind of the past. I don't really like the style of the music. It's not my style, and that's the reason why I don't really like the traditional music. I wouldn't mind singing it, but if it would have a little bit of upbeat, so you can dance a bit to it or...
But you can't dance to gypsy music, why?
I'm just saying.
Just because it hasn't got a percussion doesn't mean you can't dance to it.
I mean, it's not the same style, that's it. Sunday, for me, it's not about winning, it's about having a new experience, meeting new people and learning. Really want to see what other people got to show to me, like not really to me, but what other people got to show, and I want to show what I got to show.
So please put your hands together for Miriam and Ben, who are coming up onto the stage right now.
So with family pride at stake, can either of the Chirayas make it to the final?
Roma bështepallës kamin Daje bravinta nas kamin Dame shunen o manusha
Oh my God.
Sare maren wenge bakcha Chave mushaya te maren de ba Chave chok wenge trupla jatera Nai uči nie stanawisz, nie stanawisz, nie stanawisz A nuka brać baćtarani
Oh my God.
I očaja te garginen A nuka brać baćtarani
Miriam set the bar high, but sister Cindy's got a surprise up her sleeve that might just beat her.
Hello everybody, how are you doing today?
Beatbox is vocal percussion, accompanied by Ben, Cindy's humming the tune and clicking the beats at the same time.
There's a nice, quite strange sound.
What's she doing? That is extremely cool, isn't it?
It's got great command.
Oh my God, it's talent, isn't it? That's incredible, man.
Beatboxing with Romany is cool, isn't it?
Has contemporary Cindy done enough? Or will she be beaten to pole position by little sister Miriam? And who's going through to the final? Travellers have flocked to London in a bid to become gypsy superstars. Performers from all over Europe have arrived at the Southbank Centre trying to win a place in the final and the chance to pocket £1,000. Next up is local gypsy Georgina Chapman. She's desperate to break with tradition and make a name for herself on the stage. She's got 3 minutes to impress the judges and make it through to the final in 12 weeks' time.
Please put your hands together for Georgina Chapman.
I'm not nervous. Crowds don't bother me. I've been singing since I've been 8 years old, so singing in front of big crowds don't bother me. It's just when I've got to move to the song, I'll get embarrassed because I trip over and dash myself.
Gail.
As I hobble down this road of temptation and of trial.
I started too early.
Start it again for us. Yeah, start it again for us.
One day to learn this. One day.
It's all right, don't worry about it. It's fine. Start it again for her. She's like Dolly Parton, isn't she?
It's not a great start, but Georgina's got guts and an expectant audience to entertain.
I brought my mum with me and my Aunt Tracy. So they're with me there, they're my support.
As I hobble down this road of temptation and of trial, and I struggle with this load, pulls me down all through these miles. I depend on you to hold my hand when I feel blue. With all my heart, Lord, I depend, trusting you, my deepest friend. You have never let me down. I stay closely to your side, no matter how high, deep and wide. This road may be the closer love, the closer we will be. Yeah.
There's loads of singers here. I've heard some really good singers here today, but Hopefully I'll make it through. I'd like to make it through.
I stay closely to your side, no matter how high, deep and wide. This road may be, the closer love, the closer we will be.
Georgina's one of the younger generation of gypsies wanting to make it, but this competition is open to all ages. Ruth Butcher is the most experienced singer in the competition. She's been performing to the gypsy community for over 6 decades.
I've been singing since I was 10 to crowds of gypsies. Or outside of, I can't remember one thing or another. So that's what we was brought up to. We was afraid, in one respect, that no one would want us to do anything in life. But that's why we always kept into our own community, you know. I'm hoping to do the best I can just for my children. Wasn't too bad. I could have done better. A bit nervous and everything, you know. But I was hoping to sing it properly for my children's sake.
It's been a great day in London. 19 acts have danced, sung and played their hearts out in a bid to make it through to the grand final.
I'm going to give our judges now half an hour. They're going to go backstage and they're going to decide, are you listening, judges?
Time for the judges to make some difficult decisions. Will gorgeous Sam stand his ground, or is he about to get a mauling from the Gypsy Girls?
As performers go, the first one actually had a more capable voice. The second one had brilliant stagecraft.
I messed it up. There was a lot of flat keys that I've noted myself, and the ending wasn't correct. I could have done more professional things inside it, which I didn't. Therefore, it was all right.
Very lovely voice.
I think with a bit of practice, a bit of experience, she's got star quality.
So we agree number one?
Yes.
Agree number one. This is so easy. Why didn't we have this at Epsom?
I think she was wonderful, actually. That's why I married her 47 years ago. But no, she's still got a lovely voice.
That's it, lovely.
I'm not agreed on that.
Don't try and be difficult, Sam.
I think he's an immense, one of the most talented people was performing on that
Good,
show.
Can I step in here? Because I am the dance judge, so this is my area. Sorry, I'm going to step in here.
Fine.
We can't put that through because it wasn't a performance.
I don't think we can just rule them out and not consider them.
Well, I wouldn't rule out someone with actual raw talent. Over them. They're fun. I'd love it.
Equally, I think the people doing the Romany dance were great fun. I'm not saying they're at the bottom. They're not. I've not got them as far down.
I'm actually more keen to know what we're looking for here because we've got to come out.
Talent.
Well, we're looking
no,
for
of course, but I think we're
this way.
I think the performance wasn't my best performance because I was nervous, but it went all right. My nerves got the better of me, I think, and when I see my mum crying, it made me worse.
OK, brilliant. Thank you.
She had one of the most phenomenal voices of all of them.
You're ridiculous.
I'm not ridiculous. Gentina, I'm a professional singer. But I think you're glancing over because she's not dressed up to the fucking nines.
No, we are looking for gypsy-style performers who can perform traditional stuff and make it cool and make it modern. This is important. It's not about getting up and singing a folk song, because that's easy. With all due respect, that is easy.
I totally
what
disagree.
It is about,
it's one of the hardest things you'll ever do.
What we are trying to do is modernise traditional stuff, and she made it cool.
She didn't move me.
I'll move you in a minute on the other side of that stage. I tell you, she's driving me nuts. Gandhi's driving me mad.
In a taxi.
Listen, we've got an audience out there that is beginning.
No, I know, that's what I'm saying.
Beginning to be fried.
Jake, we've got the 3 best. Seriously, they're the best.
Well done.
I wasn't letting these girls get away with it too easy.
Do you know what? I don't really care. You drive me nuts.
I've got experience.
She was saying I was the sort of guy she'd like to go out with earlier on.
I do not think so.
I think you said
you
that
look like
to me.
James Blunt to me.
Do
you know? Has anyone
surely
ever
that's
said
a good thing.
Right, come on, look, we can flirt later. Let's have fun.
Let's go.
The judges' top 3 have earned the chance to compete for the glory of victory and £1,000 at the grand final in 12 weeks. Time for Jake to put everyone out of their misery.
OK, ladies and gentlemen, this has been so painful for the judges. And ever since I've walked out of that room and they gave me the decision, it's been torture for me as well. It's been an absolutely amazing final for London. You have all been amazing. The person in third place is Leo Temple. In second place, the judges decided the second place should go to Cindy Trejo. And the winner of the London Travellers Got Talent Heat for 2011 is Josie Doherty.
It's been a talent-packed competition, and the judges' decision wasn't easy.
Thank you very much for coming.
But there's still a lot of work to be done before the final.
Now I'm thinking about the final and what I'm going to do. I'll probably incorporate my beatboxing in it, because I saw that the judges liked it and also the audience liked it, so I may incorporate that in. Me and my sister are not really jealous of each other, we're really supportive, we have a big love. I was practicing like quite long, and it turned out to nothing. It was all for nothing.
This is the winner. I was singing since a child, but I never actually got up and did anything with my talent. I really didn't expect to win. I felt like, thank God I did win. I'm glad I did come and got up this morning and I did go for it. I was a bit late, but I'm here.
Right, thank you. Take care.
I never went in it to win it, mate. I ain't in it for the competition, you know. I just come here to have a bit of fun with other gypsy people, you know, play a bit of music, and that's it, really. I never had no expectations of winning. Josie! Come here. Come here, quick. Come here. This is the competition I'm up against. Look, so you can see I'm never ever going to win the £1,000. One of the goodest singers amongst all gypsies. All gypsies. And there's been some wonderful foreign gypsies here today, playing some wonderful music. Wonderful. Proper gypsy people all together, you know. It was a lovely day. But there's one thing I'm going to say to you, and that's the final thing I'm going to say, is we all need Jesus, and that's all we need in life. It's the only way to heaven is through the Son, and that's all I'm going to say. God bless you all. Come on, let's go. All the best.
Fantastic result. I couldn't have hoped for a better day, I must say, you know. If everyone could be like that, we'd have a fantastic final. So the next one next weekend is in Winsford. There's not enough people going so far, but hopefully we'll pick up a few extra people from today. That'll be another good one as well.
Next time, the competition travels from the swanky Southbank to less salubrious surroundings.
What? Oh, it's a bit rough around here, you know.
Jake, I'm scared. Where are we?
It's like Shameless.
Yeah, have you seen Shameless? Everyone gets robbed.
Luckily, great things are predicted.
Everybody's got psychic abilities. It's just knowing how to tune into them.
Because the talent is set to make the venue shine. But Jake's sponsor threatens to pull out, leaving the whole competition hanging in the balance.
This is a crucial meeting. If they pull the plug, then it's game over.
Derby was rubbish. Did you lie to me?